Hi angel investors, welcome to my presentation on quality reliable services, where we look to provide services for the nuclear power industry. When most of us think of nuclear power, we recall Fukushima. This tragic event happened in 2011, where a tsunami essentially took out all essential plant equipment required for safe shutdown of the plant. Likewise, others of us remember Chernobyl. This tragic event happened in 1986, where reactor operators were performing an inadvertent test and did not follow procedures, and subsequently a plant explosion occurred. So what is special about working in the nuclear industry? The industry requires highly skilled and trained workers to maintain equipment. Unique to this challenge is that most of this work is required to be performed in radiation-controlled areas. What we see in the picture is a worker donned in a radiation-controlled suit to minimize exposure and prevent contamination spread. Our industry is very governed by procedures in all its work processes, unlike any other industry. Our vision at Quality Reliable Services is to provide customers with high-quality workmanship that maintains plant equipment in optimal condition and supporting them with exceptional service. The type of products we wish to focus on is the critical safety components that are required for safe operation and shutdown. One such type of equipment is called the service water pumps. These components take water from the river and use it to cool essential plant equipment. Now, what we see in the pictures is corrosion that has built up in a matter of 6 to 7 years. These pumps are overhauled in that period and all corroded equipment is replaced. This requires special skills and talent to perform this work. Likewise, high-pressure coolant injection pumps. These pumps are required to keep the fuel covered at all times. What we see illustrated is a turbine used to drive the pump in the left-hand picture. On the right-hand picture, this turbine is being disassembled to verify its reliability and ensure its clearances and its tolerances are being maintained. As you can see, the worker is working in a rad-controlled area and he is donning on a rad-control suit. Additionally, all nuclear plants require backup power source. These are provided by emergency diesel generators. The gentleman on the right is performing a disassembly of a diesel engine to verify its reliability in the cylinders, the piston checks, and the fuel injectors to make sure none of those have degraded during this operational time. The markets that we intend to serve are those that Southern Nuclear operates. Southern Nuclear operates 3 plants in the southeast: Plant Vogel in Augusta, Plant Hatch in southern part of Georgia near Baxley, and Plant Farley in southeast Alabama. When we begin our strategic analysis, we do our external factor evaluation matrix. Here we looked at 5 opportunities and 3 threats. I'd like to focus our attention on the 3 key opportunities. INPO, or the Institute of Nuclear Power Operations, audits all of these nuclear plants around the country, Southern Nuclear being no different. Now, INPO has recognized a weakness in supplemental work practices throughout the industry as late as 2010. Another opportunity is that the workforce has been aging. Most of these plants were built in the mid-1970s. Subsequently, most of the workers are nearing or have reached retirement age. Additionally, there's a lack of skilled workers in the nuclear industry. This has led to Southern Nuclear as well as other plants outsourcing their maintenance needs on plant equipment. So who are our competitors? Areva, Day & Zimmerman, and Williams Services. When we perform a competitive profile matrix and compare our company with the other two, we offer two distinct advantages. One, employee dedication. Since we'll recruit employees primarily from Southern Nuclear, these employees have a vested interest because these plants operate within their community. Additionally, they still have ties to some of their fellow co-workers at the plant. Another advantage we have is price competitiveness. Our company, being a much smaller company than the other two, will have lower overhead costs as well as G&A. If we focus on the internal factors, or the IFE matrix, we again see 5 strengths and 3 weaknesses. Again, let's focus on the 3 key strengths because this is going to be crucial to our company's success. 1, our employees are already acclimated to Southern Nuclear plant policies and procedures. 2, they understand the work control and planning processes and can integrate those services with existing plant operational needs. And finally, we have a strong network with key decision makers in Southern Nuclear. Speaking of plant policies and procedures, there are over 300 procedures that are required to be followed whenever you're operating at any of the 3 plants. These are termed fleet procedures, and they're governed at all 3 sites. Therefore, the distinct advantage we have over our competitors is that our employees are already well versed in these policies. We also understand the work control and planning process. The process starts at T28, or 28 weeks before execution of the work. There's different stages that it goes through: the screening phase, the scoping phase, the planning phase, the scheduling phase, preparation, execution. We can help integrate with plant personnel to ensure that we can meet their needs at the critical times they need. All these processes and procedures are following what is termed a cycle plan. This cycle plan governs all critical safety components. They're taken out at particular times during the year, and those equipments are worked. So our employees are already well versed in this process, and they can help integrate this. So what is our strategy? When we looked at our strategy, we looked at our strength opportunities, strength threat strategies, weakness opportunity, and weakness threat strategies. As you can see, there's a multitude of choices on our palette to choose from. However, we wish to do a focused initial strategy on 2 items. Strength opportunity number 1 is to recruit ex-Southern Nuclear employees. Strength opportunity number 2 is partner with Southern Nuclear to establish new maintenance contract. If we focus on these 2 strategies, that will be pivotal to help us get off the ground and begin operations. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to your support in this new venture.